Hi, Nadeem here from Smart Riding. Today I've got the Carpuride W702BS unit. It's just arrived. Now this unit is the BMW specific one, and it has the one-wheel control for the S1000XR and the R1200s. I think the GS Adventure from about 2015, maybe 2016, I'm not quite sure, but some of the 1200s, the 1250s and the 1300s, so it will do full wheel control. So anyway, what I'm going to do is open the box up, see what's in here, and then get on the bike. Okay, so this is the box that comes in, fairly simple. That's really all there is to it, to be fair, because there's no other wiring needed or any other connections needed, because this is providing power and all the connections into the BMW. So there is a manual. I've also got a PDF for this manual if anyone wants it. I've actually put it online in the Smart Riding Gadgets forum, so it's there if you need it. So onto the unit itself. Now this has got a few changes to it. This sun visor seems a bit more sturdier than the first generation Carpuride units, and this mount is way better because the other one, the original W702, had a little ball mount and it stuck out and the whole unit vibrated. But I guess they've improved this and this looks a lot better already. So I think I'm going to take this off. They put this on obviously to protect it in transit, but it's going to obviously need the connections into the nav bracket for this to work. But the unit itself looks fairly well made. It's decent enough. There's the micro SD port, there's a power button here. I'll be updating the splash screen in this shortly. I've got a 32 gig card I've got ready for this. But anyway, let's get on to the bike. Okay, so I've got the Carpuride unit onto the nav bracket. Let's start up. The first thing I'm going to do is set up the CarPlay. That's a nice clean screen on this. It's quite nice, isn't it? So it's getting all the data from the bike already. So let's set up the phone with it. So I'm setting up with an iPhone. So I'll go to settings. So go to settings, go to Bluetooth, and I'm going to search for the Carpuride 243312, and it's here. Pairing request, pair, allow sync, yes. Connect to CarPlay. Okay, I haven't even had to go into CarPlay, it's done it itself. So it's connected itself up, it's all done. So there's all the apps are there, everything is there. As you can see, that took about less than 30 seconds to set up. So most of these units are pretty easy to get going these days. They're not difficult at all. But this is what it looks like on the bike. Let's see if the wonder wheel, let's see how the wonder wheel is with it. Yep. You can see it's selecting things, and it's, you know, I'll do a full video on the actual wonder wheel capability with this, and I'll do a road test as well. So there'll be a whole load of videos I'll be doing for this. The next video I'm going to do is updating the splash screen to a custom screen. But this is it here. This is what the whole thing looks like. So it's actually quite a nice screen. This one is better than the first generation one, from what I can see just looking at it. I think it's a better screen. I'm just going through some of the stuff just to see what's there. But yeah, this is the screen for the data from the bike. So if you don't already know, the W702BS picks up the data from the bike, the same stuff that the Nav5 and the Nav6 would have picked up. This unit picks up now as well and gives you this all on screen. So, you know, temperature, you know, ambient temperature, temperature of the engine, voltage of the bike, you know, etc., RPM, etc., trip meter, odometer, etc. All that data's there. So it's a step up from the first version that they did, even the second version that they've done. And as I said, the mount is so much more stable. That just doesn't move at all now. The old one used to vibrate a lot, and there was always a worry that it was going to come off. But this is much, much better. So thanks for watching. There will be a whole lot of tutorials, like I said, doing the splash screen, how to use the Wonder Wheel with it, and what capabilities it has, and what it's like out on the road, etc., etc. So I'll be doing these over the next couple of months, and as usual, I'll be testing long term. So I'll do reports, maybe once a month, maybe at 3 months, 6 months, and even at a year, just to see how the unit is, because I think a lot of the things missing from what I see on the internet is that there's no long-term reviews. Someone just gets a unit, puts it on, says, oh, it's wonderful, and then you never hear from them again. But with the Smart Riding Gadgets group, we want to know long-term how these things perform. I'm sure it'll be fine, but it's worth knowing that you can come back in 3 months and have a look on the YouTube channel or on our forum or our Facebook page or whatever, and see what the updates are on the unit. Thanks.